What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in. Welcome back to my channel, A Sip of Abundance with me, Ny'Chel Dior. And we're here to talk about manifestation. So, manifesting is easy. If you don't believe that right now, you will. If you are continuing to watch me, you will. Because guess what? This is a belief. And we're going to make that a belief. Because guess what? It's real. It's easy. Very simple. We can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. The thing is, you've been doing it your entire life. I don't care what nobody tells you. Everything is a manifestation of what happens internally within us. Now, don't get me wrong. Circumstances do happen. Things do happen. And I am not one of those people that is going to sit here and say anything bad that has happened to you is your fault, because it was not. There are terrible people in this world, and I will never make you feel like a lower vibration of yourself is the reason wrong was done to you. I'm not going to sit here and do that, because I don't believe that. I think that we have to coexist in this world with people who also exist in this world. And people do what it is that people do, right, wrong, or indifferent. So now that we've got that out the way, I want to say thanks for being here, and let's get to it. Now, whether you decide, take it out. Now, when it comes to manifestation, depending on your background, that may have been, looked down upon or frowned upon. But because I am very open and welcome to everyone, whether you pray, whether you manifest, whether whatever it is you want to call it, how you bring things into fruition, it's all the same thing. We just like to put different names to things. If you want to pray for it, be my guest, do so, because guess what? Hey, I do that. I manifest, I pray, I fast, I do all of these things. Your process is your process. But there are some main key factors in whatever it is you're trying to achieve that do need to occur in order for you to bring those things into fruition. And I may be looking down because I do have some notes, and I wanted to just make sure I didn't miss anything. But manifestation, prayer, faith, it all is pretty much the same thing. They all go hand in hand. And at the end of the day, there's only a few steps. There's only a few processes that get you where you want to be. And they are clarity, implementation, and then lastly, celebrating all aspects of the process. Now let's talk about clarity. You can't have anything if you don't know what you want. So what you want? What you want? And nothing is too big, nothing is too small, nothing is you being greedy. What do you want? And then to furthermore challenge that, because I think sometimes when we know the why behind what it is we're wanting, it makes it easier to believe that we can have it. So, okay, fine. Very easy thought process, right? Let's just say I want $1 million. Okay, I can want $1 million all day long, but what do you want that $1 million for? Is it to buy a nice lavish house? Are you wanting to travel? Are you wanting to invest in school? Do you want to invest in building like a brand new school? Like, what do you want? Because then you're able to feel your feelings, right? Your feelings get so wrapped up into the desire, into the why of what you're wanting this, let's just say, $1 million for. Why do you want it? And feel good about why you want it. And so what if it's a selfish reason for why you want the things that you want? It's okay. You're absolutely able to have whatever it is you want. You can absolutely do whatever it is you want. So let's just say you want that $1 million, right? And let's just say for me, if I wanted $1 million, I personally would invest it into childcare for special needs children. Like, my money would probably best be suited to invest in top-of-the-art, state-of-the-art equipment to make sure that these babies are well taken care of. Like, that's something that will bring me ultimate joy, ultimate fulfillment. That would drive me, right? What is your why? Get clear on what it is that you want, but add those feelings and tones of reality by uncovering your why. And I encourage you to write it down so you can see it. If you're an artist, draw it. If you're a singer, Sing it. Whatever it is. What does this look like to you and for you? Why is it important to you? Have clarity on why you want the things that you want, regardless of the reason. Your reason is your reason. It's yours and yours alone. No one can tell you that what you want is wrong. Who cares what they think? What do you want? Right? And now, the implementation part of it. So this is where we start talking about maybe like inspired action. We have to talk about reshaping our beliefs, and there's ways to get there. Very simple one: affirm and persist. Affirm and persist. Affirm and persist. Because at the end of the day, we're thinking all day anyway. Control your thoughts. The moment you have a negative or opposing thought, you need to find a way to reaffirm the new story in. What is that new story in that you're telling yourself? And then the other part of that is, what are you doing to get there? So back to my example of wanting to open a state-of-the-art, medically daycare for children in underserved populations. What does that look like? Well, a big old building is not just gonna, fall into my apartment. I have to start sorting out various locations. I have to look at neighborhoods. I have to look at all these different things, look at zoning, look at financial aspects of it. Like, there's work that still needs to get done. But as I'm doing these things, this is where the magic happens, because I don't know if Jay Banker is going to say, hey, you know what? We have this grant available for people just like you. Like, you don't know what opportunities follow after you start doing the work. That's just a clearly just an example. I don't know how these things can work, because again, the possibilities of how things come into fruition are very much so very endless. And so how are you going to implement the things that it is you're wanting? If you're wanting to make your first $1 million, do you have a website up, or are you selling your goods? Are you working towards your craft? Like, what are you doing to be able to obtain this $1 million? Do you have a family inheritance that could just pop up randomly with a check in the mail? Again, the possibilities are endless. The biggest implementation factor that needs to occur is changing your beliefs and your thoughts around what it is, the things that you're desiring. What are you telling yourself about who you are and how you can achieve the things that you're wanting? How are you implementing these new thought processes? How are you encouraging yourself? How are you motivating yourself? Do you really believe that you can have it? And it's not to say that sometimes you're not going to feel undeserving or unworthy, but after you've had that thought process, how are you bringing yourself back from that? Now, that process is going to be personal. Everybody has their way. How do you cope? How do you make yourself feel better? How do you get from a place of frustration to triumph? How do you get there? Figure out a way to cultivate that so that you can work towards your goals. I would also say the things that you're clear on that you're wanting, look over your goals. What is it that you're wanting to do? Look over those daily, often. My cheat sheet is on every single screensaver that I have, for whether it's a phone. I have 2 phones, 2 iPads, and a MacBook. Every single last one of my devices has either a vision board or my list as the background wallpaper, simply because I need to constantly see what it is I'm trying to do, because sometimes it's real easy to get caught up. It's real easy. What are you doing to work towards your goals? Sometimes you absolutely have to do some work. Now, after we've implemented our new thought processes, because that's really all this is, thought processes, the action comes after you change your thoughts. You'll start to feel motivated to do things. So the biggest takeaway from the implementation part of it is changing your thoughts. How are you implementing new thoughts and new stories into your life to cultivate the life that you're wanting to live? What are you doing for that? Okay. Next, we're going to celebrate all aspects of the process, whatever that looks like. Sometimes you just need a big jolt of energy for a burst of energy or happiness. Get up, sing, dance, do whatever it is you need to do. Work out. Celebrate your wins. Even when you're feeling like things are not going right, look at where you are. Look at what you've achieved. Look at what you've done and say, you know what? I'm proud of myself. I have a question. When's the last time you actually told yourself that you were proud of yourself? If you haven't, pause this video right here, pull out your camera or go look in the mirror and say, you know what? I'm proud of you. And mean it. Genuinely mean that you're proud of yourself. Because it makes you feel so good when you know that you can achieve something, whatever it is. I don't care what it is you're trying to achieve. When it comes to celebration, I celebrate every little part of my journey, okay? And even when I was moving, when I got the money up for my deposit, I celebrated that because number one, that was hard. That was hard, considering the amount that was necessary, because I left some aspects out, and this is why we talk about clarity. As we go, we learn things, and I'm definitely going to share that story about how we even got here. So be on the lookout for my move and how I manifested moving across the country with a child. That's another story for another day. Celebrate your wins, regardless of how big or small they are. Every aspect of the journey that you're taking, celebrate that. And I'm not saying be overly excited about like a text message, but if you know you haven't had contact in a long time and you got some type of movement, yeah, I did that. Like, you know internally how powerful you are. You have to celebrate that. Know that you can do this. It's not hard, but celebrate every aspect of it. Like for me, moving was very important. Moving was a bit difficult. And every little aspect that seemed like it was a hurdle and I overcame it, I celebrated that. Whether it was be treating myself out to something, had a glass of wine, did nothing for a day because rest is very important. I made it a point to celebrate those aspects because it made me feel like, dang, girl, you really doing this. You really are doing this. Manifestation doesn't have to be hard. Okay. I am, for right now, in this particular moment, I'm speaking to my people, right? If you grew up in the church, Jehovah's Witness, Apostolic, Seventh-day Adventist, whatever, right? When you're having those prayers, what do your prayers to your God look like? Are you begging, God, give me this, give me this, give me this, give me this, give me this. I want this, I need this. Or what I would challenge you to do is say, you know what, Lord, this is what I want. This is what am I desiring? See it through. Thank you. When I have my moments where I'm just like, I need to hit my knees and pray. Lord, this is what I need. This is why I need it. Make it so. I don't ask. I don't beg. Be very definitive on what it is you're desiring. People wonder why their prayers are not being answered. It's because you're begging and you don't have any type of certainty that you should have the thing it is that you're needing. Thank the Lord for whatever it is that you're desiring. Not everybody's religious, and I understand that. I grew up apostolic, not religious in the least bit. But there are some aspects of religion that I can respect and appreciate. Again, that's so very personal. It's whatever you choose to do. You don't have to have a religion, and that's what you can still have what it is you want, but you need to be clear on what it is you want. You need to be grateful for the things that it is you're wanting and the things that you already have. And then put yourself in positions to receive. Are you open to receive, or are you closed off? Are you open to help? Because in order for you to get to your desire, there may be other players at play to assist with bringing out what it is you want. It's not difficult. Manifestation is fun. It's not hard. It should not feel like a task. It should not feel tedious. And here's the thing. If you want to test the powers to see how this works, sure, go manifest free food or go manifest, a cup of coffee. Some people need to do that to, start to build up a belief system. I did it when I first started. I encourage it. Because sometimes you need to see this in action before you can believe it. Real simple, cute little example. Let's say you want the 2024 Honda HR-V. and you're like, dang, that's my dream car. Obviously, this is just an example. Let's just say that's my dream car. You want that. Now all of a sudden, all you see is Honda HRVs everywhere. You ain't never seen that many Honda HRVs. That means your brain is filtering out the information it's needing to bring you the desires of your heart. The point of it is to keep going, because you will start to see signs. You will start to see different things aligning themselves to the things that it is you're wanting. You just have to pay attention. But don't focus on those signs. Nope, it's mine, it's done, thank you. I appreciate it in advance. What that song say, praise them in advance. Praise them in advance. Give gratitude in advance. And these are just what I believe. The community is so vast. You can formulate your own beliefs around whatever it is you want. Just make your beliefs work for you. If you believe you blink your eyes 20 times and you got $1 million, then damn it, blink your eyes 20 times and you gonna have your million. Because over time, you're gonna believe that enough. And I don't care how diluted it sounds. It's nobody's job to tell you that you're crazy or that what you're wanting is too much. Absolutely make things that work for you. Your beliefs have to work for you. We've been told all of these lies. We have to work hard to get it. You absolutely don't. You can be paid for existing. I'm living proof of that. Some very interesting things have happened over my life, and I'm just like, dang, like I didn't have to work for that. I have gotten multitudes of random unexpected checks in the mail. I love those. It happens. And I'm grateful for all of it. Abundance is your birthright. Prosperity is your birthright. And you deserve it. You are worth it. And I don't want anybody to tell you different. And if they do, you have to know deep down who you are, to whereas other people's opinions of you and what you have going on don't matter. Can't nobody tell you who you are. Who do you say you are? And move in that. And so with that, I'm going to end this one here, because I just want you to know that manifestation doesn't have to be complicated. If you need a technique, pick a technique. And in the next video, I will absolutely go over various techniques, how to apply them, how to use them. But it's not about the technique. Techniques do not manifest. Techniques do not manifest. Techniques do not manifest. You do. I'm gonna say it again. Techniques do not manifest. You do. It is not the technique, but the techniques help to put you into the state of mind for you to bring about those things. Sometimes we need a different way to focus on our goals. Some people can affirm. Some people love those clicker apps. Some people script. Some people visualize. Some people meditate. Some people 369, 55 by 5, 33 by 3. We can go on and 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 on. I don't care how you get there. Get there. I use a multitude of techniques. I'm a writer though by nature. Writing is that's like my second way of breathing. I write everything down. That works for me. Find what works to you and stick with it. And know that you are capable. So, with that being said, I'm going to end this video here. Until next time, I would love to thank you for just having this little chit chat with me, Ny'Chel Dior at A Sip of Abundance. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. See you later. Bye.